Hello, everyone. I am Katerina, the matron of honor. I've had the pleasure of knowing Kirsten for the past 20 years. We've grown together, learned together, celebrated each other's wins, leaned on each other in times of sadness, and are now brought together on this joyous day celebrating her wedding to Mike. Kirsten and I met in the 3rd grade when our dad started coaching soccer together. I remember my mom telling me that we would be going to Kirsten's house for dinner one night. And I mean, we knew each other, but I couldn't have imagined that that night would be the start of one of my most cherished friendships. We were instantly best friends. I couldn't wait for the next soccer practice so we could hang out. Well, between sprints, of course. Thank you, Frank and Milo. We really appreciate that. When our school got redistricted and I heard the news that we would be going to the same middle school together, I remember literally screaming in our kitchen and calling Kirsten to tell her the news. We were basically inseparable those 3 years. When I moved away in high school, I was really sad that I would be losing my best friend, but that never happened. Kirsten and I have talked every day since then. Over all this time, Kirsten has become more than my best friend. She has truly become my sister. Words cannot describe the feeling of having someone in your life that truly supports you. That is the kind of friend Kirsten is, and I know that is the kind of wife she will be to Mike. 7 years ago, Kirsten visited me at my parents' house in Cleveland. She asked us to take her to the train station so that she could go visit a boy she met in college who lived in New York. Of course, that train left at 6 a.m. And, if you know me, that's a little bit too early for me to wake up for that kind of adventure. So my mom took Kirsten. Well, I woke up several hours later to at least a dozen missed calls and messages that Kirsten had gotten stuck on a parking garage balcony. How? Honestly, it's still a little hazy to me, but I can tell you that she did make it to New York. And when she got back, I couldn't help but notice how happy she was. I knew this guy had to be someone really special. Over the past few years, I've gotten to witness the love Kirsten and Mike have for each other. As they have graduated college and started their adult lives with new jobs, buying a home, and strengthening their faith together. Every time I visit Kirsten and Mike, I'm treated like I'm a guest at a 5-star resort. If anyone out there isn't aware, Mike is literally the best chef. And he shares my love of cars, so I already feel like I have another best friend in the making. Besides that, I've witnessed Mike support Kirsten in times of sadness, especially last April when Ashley passed. I watched as Mike made sure Kirsten and her family felt supported in anything that they needed during that time. And shortly after, Mike popped the question. If you can get through a situation of that caliber together, you can get through anything this life has to throw at you. I know that Mike will be the best husband to Kirsten, and I couldn't have picked a better match for her. I will leave you with one piece of advice that was given to me on my wedding day. The most important thing in this world is time. It is easily lost, it is easily given away, and it can never be replaced. As you know all too well, we are only given a finite amount of it. Each year we have on this earth is a blessing, and we are so blessed to get to continue to write our stories. So, spend as much time with each other as you can. We all know there is one extremely important person missing from today, and I know she is looking down on you with such happiness right now. She would want you to cherish every moment together. Finally, I want to thank you for having me stand up next to you as your matron of honor. I can't tell you the joy it has given me to be a part of your wedding year. I'm so proud of both of you and the life you are creating together, and I can't wait for all that we will get to experience together in the future. I can only hope that one day our children will get to experience a friendship like ours. Cheers to the new Mr. and Mrs. Clark.
Wow. Katerina, you can leave the mic right there. Please give your sister a hug. Give Mike a huge hug. Family and friends, another big round of applause for best friend, honorary sister, our matron of honor, Miss Katerina Hum.